Traders, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about AMC. I'm going to break it down fast, quick, and as easy as possible for you to understand. Primarily here on the channel, I go over the charts, and then I give you my fundamental viewpoint about the market regarding the stocks as well. But today, we're talking primarily about the charts. I've been going over it every single day for God knows how long now. It's kind of getting ridiculous. However, AMC continues to print us money, and let me tell you something, the money printer went brr. But let's not waste any more time. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Let's get to it.
I got no drip in my pocket. Must have forgot it, or maybe.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Now, if you don't know, you can follow me on Twitter at Option Drops. Yes, that's literally how you spell it. That's the name of the show. That's the name of everything that I do. So I recommend follow me on there if you want live updates around the day and the other stocks that I'm trading, things like that. I post literally every day, the wins, the losses, things like that. So let's get right into it. The link's down below for that. So as you can see, you're getting a very strong push. Now, going into yesterday, I mentioned 41.5, and I've been talking about 41.5. I also mentioned if you came back up to this area here, you were not going to double top, triple top, whatever it may have been. You were going to blow right past it. And look what happened. You got the exact movement. You came down, you flagged, and then boom, you shot straight up to that range. Now, I did mention it in the Discord. Once you started pushing through 41.5, I was like, man, the next and only resistance is $44. After that, let's be real, you're going to come up to 48, 47.5, and then after that, you got the big old 52. This is going to be the big resistance, the real test of all tests, and then maybe last month's open, but we'll have to see exactly what happens. This is going to be kind of the scale of what's going on. You broke out of this bear flag. I also mentioned this bear flag looked very extended, and that's why I believe you get that false breakout to the downside, which you did. Now, everything's lining up very well, and I also want to point out that the indexes are lining up with this as well. So again, I'm not taking credit for how this is playing out. You're getting lucky with the way that we're responding to a lot of this news as well. Now, could have AMC ran without the indexes? 100% possible, but I want to say for sure, I think the Nasdaq and the strong bounce on the Dow, IWM, all those bounces are definitely helping AMC perform as well, and really helping there not be so much downside. But I do want to talk about a few things when it comes to options. So if you're in options, I'm not telling you how to trade or anything like that. I want that to be abundantly clear. I'm never going to tell you what to do with your positions. But if you're in options, I want to recommend thinking about what happened the last time you held your options, if you held last time. A lot of people I know, they held throughout this whole pump, and then you got to this point here, and you know the value of your options just deteriorated. Maybe you still made money, you most likely did, but you didn't make nearly as much if you sold during the time of volatility. So I'm not telling you to sell your options, I'm not telling you to sell shares. If you have shares, I'm holding my shares. I have no logical reason to get rid of my shares. I am a bull long-term on this stock. I feel amazing. I think the long-term view looks beautiful. You had your A, B, C correction. That's what it looks like. Strong touch of that monthly level. Absolutely gorgeous. But I want to say that what's going on here, it looks like you might not see the straight parabolic move back to the upside. This could be slower and choppier. You know, you actually just gradually move like a normal stock. It's worth mentioning that most likely starts to happen. This stock, in my opinion, long-term looks so bullish because no one's selling the dang stock. That needs to be the clear focal point here. That's why I believe it's going to be just a gradual trend back to the upside. Now, yes, I think you're going to have days like this right here where you just move straight up. So when I say gradual, I mean you see large legs, but you're also going to see pullbacks and then steady move up, 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 just like that. So I want that to be abundantly clear. This looks like a very strong bottom. I love to see that. So if you're looking at these ranges, what are the next ranges to be watching out for? Let's talk about it. So what you want to see for continuation going into tomorrow, you want to see a break of 44, a retest, and a continued push. However, right now you're seeing that rejection. It would not surprise me if you come back down and you test $39, $38. That would not surprise me. Personally, like I said, I have no options on this. I think the market was just extremely risky today. Even though the movement played out so well, I just didn't want to risk the money today on options. I have shares, so I am completely comfortable with the money that I'm making there, and I'm not missing out, but I just couldn't take that next risk on options. A lot of people in the Discord played it. They made tons of money as well. I just didn't feel comfortable today, especially with some of the losses that I incurred from NVIDIA earlier in the week as well. All right, so there you have it. I'm being transparent, 100% crystal clear. I had no options today. The option champs, that's what the belt's up there, because we're not wearing it today because we didn't make bank on those options. However, I do believe there will be a day when I get back into options. It's just not today. It wasn't the day. What can I say? So I will definitely be stepping back in the ring. I will definitely be swinging for the fences again with AMC. I just couldn't do so today. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market. However, futures still look extremely strong. Nasdaq, Dow, IWM, SPX, they all look phenomenal. They look like they want to have more upside. So that is a very big positive. I do think you could get a retest of 39 to 38.5 pretty quick into the day. Watch for stagnation. That's what's going to kill you on these options. The IV has not shot up yet. When you got that last push up, you had very strong IV. So even if you started to see a dip or sideways action, your options weren't absolutely killed. As of right now, you're seeing really big pumps on IV, and you're seeing them coming right back down. Today was a good start, but there is still a long ways to go for AMC, especially on the options end. So I just recommend caution stepping forward. Not financial advice, of course. This is just things that I'm doing personally. You need to do your own DD. But I want to talk about a few other things going into the week as well, not throwing shade away from AMC whatsoever. I love the stock. Holding the stock is the way right now. Don't even worry or be concerned with it at all. That's my mantra when it comes to the actual stock. Options for me, like I said, just a little bit risky. Going into tomorrow and the rest of the week, I think there's two stocks that look absolutely incredible. You got CCIV, Lucid Motors. I've been talking about them all day long on Twitter. They blew up. They went crazy. They had a little bit of pullback, and now you're getting another run back up in the after hours. AMC as well pushing in the after hours. Those stocks are going to do very well tomorrow. I think AMC has room, but I think CCIV definitely has a little bit of a push going into tomorrow. And then I want to talk about NVIDIA. I had a lot of questions about this, and I just want to address this because I'm talking about it so much in Twitter, and I don't want people to think that I just ignore them and just tweet out random things. I want to talk about the stocks that I'm trading as well. So with NVIDIA, you just had the stock split. You pulled back. I'm telling you guys, this thing is undervalued. I would be very surprised if you do not hit $200 a share. Yes, $200 because you just had the stock split. This thing has astronomical room to run. I think you could run past $200, a very good looking long-term stock. The split just made this thing a lot more attainable and accessible for people outside the United States. I'm telling you, volume will continue to flow in if the markets stay perked up at all. Even with the markets potentially being at risk to drop down, NVIDIA, in my opinion, long term is a safer play as well. But of course, you know we're trading options here on the channel, so take that into account. Those are two stocks I will be looking at heavily. You can check my Twitter and subscribe there because I'm talking about them literally 24/7, 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. I live, breathe, talk stocks. It's all I do every single day, Monday through Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday, of course, I'm on the set.
Don't got enough to go cop it. I'm about to take off like a rocket. Houston, we might have